Hi, I'm Doug here at Global West. I'd like to take a second to talk to you about Monte Carlo bars. Now, these particular Monte Carlo bars happen to be for 1964 through 66 Mustang. What a Monte Carlo bar does is it bolts to the shock towers on the inside in the engine compartment, spans the distance, and locks those shock towers in position so that they don't deflect in towards the engine. Under hard cornering loads, a lot of times those shock towers do a little bit of this. That's normal for that application because of the way the design is. The Monte Carlo bar has been around for a long time for these particular vehicles, and the whole idea is to keep those towers in the proper position for higher cornering loads. We have two different designs. The first design is a straight bar, which is a TS6, and then we have another bar in the back here, which is a TS8, and you'll notice it's got a slight bend to it. The reason why we have a bend is that some of the aftermarket distributors are taller than the original Ford unit, and they would interfere with a straight bar. So we have to give it a slight kick, just enough to get over the top of the distributor. That's why we manufacture this. There's a difference between these two bars too in reference to the type of rod ends we use. So you can see this is a normal rod end, and the pivot ball here, you can see it swiveling, and that's what we use in the straight bar here. It allows it to act as a turnbuckle. But on this one here, we don't have this style of rod end on both sides. We have this on one side, which has no ball in it at all. So basically, when you put this in and lock this down, you don't really have a turnbuckle now, but what you do have is you would space this out to where it needs to be to bolt tightly down in between the two shock towers, and then you're gonna just lock it down at that. The reason why we don't have a monoball in here is because of this bend. It would allow this to flip back and forth or flop around a little bit. So the height would change over the distributor. When we do it this way, we eliminate that condition. So when you do your setup, you set this up so the highest position, like a straight, like you see here, and you lock it down in that application. TS6, straight bar. TS8 with a slight curve over the distributor. One other thing, this will not work with the Cobra air cleaners. The Cobra air cleaner, the long one, goes forward to the point where it'll interfere. It would even hit the curved bar. We don't make one for that application. We like to go straight across if we can to get the most strength. The more bend you put in a bar, the less effective it is. Check out our TS46 export brace video. The combination of this and the export brace, nice way to go for maintaining those towers in the right position.